Okay, so are you ready to explore some ancient wonders? Because today we're taking a trip through time and across continents. We're going to uncover the secrets of 10 ancient wonders that really deserve a spot on everybody's travel bucket list.
And we're not just talking about, snapping a quick selfie in front of some crumbling walls. No, no. These sites offer us a glimpse into the very souls of these ancient civilizations. We're talking about their ingenuity, their beliefs, their relationship with the world around them.
Wow, yeah. It's like holding a piece of the past right there in your hand.
It really is.
Why don't we start our adventure in Colorado at Mesa Verde National Park? Now, I have to admit, when I think about Colorado, I usually picture cowboys and saloons. But this is something else entirely.
It really is something else. Imagine this. You're standing on a high plateau. It's
Oh.
carved by these deep canyons, and nestled within those cliffs are these remarkably preserved villages. They were built by the ancestral Puebloan people over 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, our source calls them ancient dwellings and religious kivas, and I was really interested by the
The
kivas.
Kivas.
Yeah, they were these large, round, subterranean rooms. They were used for important community gatherings, ceremonies, even just to hang out and stay warm in the winter.
Yeah, these kivas were more than just meeting rooms. They were like microcosms of the ancestral Puebloans' world. The design often mimicked the cosmos, and their placement within the villages reflected the importance of community and shared spirituality.
And then there's the million-dollar question. Why did they leave? These incredible structures that were so meticulously crafted into the cliffs, they were abandoned centuries ago, and they left archaeologists baffled.
Yeah,
Theories abound, right?
they do.
From prolonged droughts to social upheavals, but the truth remains elusive. What we do know is that their disappearance really underscores this delicate balance between humans and their environment. It's a balance that's relevant even today.
That's very true, yeah.
It's a stark reminder that even thriving civilizations, they can be incredibly vulnerable.
Yeah.
Speaking of civilizations leaving their mark, let's hop on a plane, maybe a time machine if you prefer, and journey south to the jungles of Guatemala. There, we're going to explore the awe-inspiring temples of Tikal. Now, this is what I call adventure travel.
Oh, yeah. Just picture this, the sun rising over the jungle canopy, mist clinging to these towering stone temples, the sounds of howler monkeys echoing through the air. It's an immersive experience. It transports you right back to the heart of the Maya civilization.
It wasn't just about impressive architecture, though, right? Our source mentioned complex astronomical alignments. Did the Maya really use these temples to track the stars?
Absolutely. The Maya were phenomenal astronomers. Their knowledge, it was woven into the very fabric of their society. The temples at Tikal, for example, they weren't just places of worship. They were carefully positioned to align with the solstices, equinoxes, even specific star patterns.
So they weren't just building temples, they were building giant calendars and observatories.
Precisely. By understanding those celestial cycles, the Maya could predict eclipses. They could schedule their agricultural activities and even guide their political decisions. It's really a testament to how deeply intertwined their lives were with the natural world.
Talk about a cosmic connection. It really makes you appreciate the power of looking beyond our immediate surroundings. And from the stargazing Maya, our journey takes us to a place where faith and history have converged for millennia, the old city of Jerusalem.
Yeah, this ancient city holds such a unique place in human history. It's a spiritual center for three major world religions: Christianity, Judaism, and Islam.
It's incredible to think that within the walls of this one city, you have sites of immense religious significance for so many people around the world. Our source highlighted the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, the Wailing Wall, and the Dome of the Rock, and these are all within such close proximity.
Yeah, it's really a testament to the enduring power of faith and the complex tapestry of human history. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, for example, is revered by Christians as the site of Jesus' crucifixion and resurrection.
And just a short distance away, you have the Western Wall, the holiest site in Judaism, a remnant of the ancient temple that once stood on that very spot.
And let's not forget the Dome of the Rock, that magnificent golden dome visible from all over Jerusalem. For Muslims, it marks the spot where the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven.
It's a powerful reminder that even within a single city, multiple narratives coexist, each with its own history, beliefs, and traditions.
And sometimes those narratives, they intersect and intertwine in unexpected and profound ways.
Speaking of unexpected, our next stop takes us from the sacred streets of Jerusalem to the bustling heart of Fez, Morocco. Specifically, its ancient tanneries. Now, this is an experience for the senses.
It is. Imagine stepping back in time into a world where leather tanning is still practiced using traditional methods passed down through generations.
Yeah, our source mentioned the vibrant colors of the dyes, the smell of leather and natural ingredients, the rhythmic pounding of hammers. It sounds like an assault on the senses in the best possible way.
It's a feast for the eyes and the nose, that's for sure. The tanneries of Fees are a testament to the enduring power of craftsmanship and tradition in a world that's becoming, increasingly automated.
It's like stepping into a living museum where time seems to stand still. And speaking of ancient practices, our next destination takes us to a place where humans have sculpted the very landscape into something both beautiful and functional. The Batad rice terraces in the Philippines.
Forget skyscrapers and bridges. These rice terraces are a true testament to human ingenuity and our ability to work in harmony with nature.
They're absolutely breathtaking. Just imagine these emerald green rice paddies carved into the steep slopes of the Philippine mountains, creating this landscape that's as visually stunning as it is agriculturally productive.
And these aren't some recent addition to the landscape. The Batad rice terraces were painstakingly carved out by hand by the Ifugao people over 2,000 years ago.
2,000 years. That's older than any skyscraper or bridge I can think of. It just blows my mind to think about the generations of farmers who have cultivated rice on these terraces, their lives so intrinsically linked to the land and the cycles of nature.
It's a powerful reminder that sustainability isn't just a modern concept, it's a way of life that has sustained cultures for millennia.
And speaking of ancient cultures, our next stop takes us to Taxila in Pakistan, a place where the sands of time have revealed a treasure trove of history.
Paxila isn't just an archaeological site, it's a journey through layers of human history. A place where empires rose and fell, leaving behind traces of their presence in the form of temples, monasteries, even entire cities.
It's like stepping into a time capsule. What I find fascinating is that Taxila was a major center of the Gandhara civilization, a culture that beautifully blended influences from Greece, Persia, and India.
Absolutely. You can see this fusion of styles in the art and architecture of Taxila. Imagine intricately carved Buddhist stupas adorned with motifs borrowed from Greek mythology, or statues of Buddha that seem to echo the elegance of Hellenistic sculpture.
It makes you realize that even in ancient times, ideas and artistic influences weren't confined by borders. It was a world of cultural exchange and innovation.
Precisely. And that exchange of ideas is something we'll see again and again as we continue our exploration of ancient wonders.
Well, buckle up, everyone, because we're just getting started. Stay tuned as we continue our deep dive into the wonders of the ancient world, uncovering the secrets and stories they hold. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to our global exploration of ancient wonders. As we delve deeper, remember we're not just looking at stones and ruins, we're tracing the footsteps of history, uncovering the stories whispered across, millennia.
It's like we're piecing together a giant jigsaw puzzle, with each wonder offering a unique piece of the bigger picture of human civilization. Speaking of puzzles, I'm still stuck on the mystery we left off with at Mesa Verde. What do archaeologists think caused the ancestral Pueblones to just up and leave their cliff dwellings? It's as if they just vanished, poof, into thin air.
It's a question that continues to intrigue scholars today. Some point to a perfect storm of challenges, things like prolonged drought, dwindling resources, maybe even some social tensions.
Yeah.
Imagine the strain on a society when the land itself can no longer support its people.
It makes you think about the challenges that we face today with climate change and resource scarcity. Perhaps the ancestral Pueblones can teach us a thing or two about adaptation and resilience in the face of an uncertain future.
The play of cultures and influences continues as we journey to a place where legend and history are etched into the landscape itself, the Rock of Cashel in Ireland.
Welcome back, adventurers. As we approach the final leg of our journey through ancient wonders, I'm struck by how each site has revealed not just these architectural marvels, but these glimpses into the beliefs, the aspirations of those who came, long before us.
It's a humbling experience, isn't it? It reminds us that we're part of a much grander narrative, a continuum of human experience stretching back millennia.
Absolutely. And speaking of grand narratives, let's revisit the majestic pyramids of Giza. We've discussed their scale, the mysteries of their construction, but I'm curious about their deeper significance. They weren't just, tombs for pharaohs, were they?
No, not at all. For the ancient Egyptians, the pyramids, they were like symbolic gateways to the afterlife. They believed that the pharaoh's journey, it didn't end with death. It transformed into this perilous voyage through the underworld.
So the pyramids were almost like these elaborate tombs, but with a spiritual roadmap built in.
Precisely. Those intricate passageways, hidden chambers, symbolic decorations, they weren't just for show. They were believed to guide and protect the pharaoh's soul on its journey to the afterlife. And of course, we can't forget the treasures that were sealed within, intended to accompany the pharaoh into eternity.
Right, right. It's a poignant reminder that across cultures throughout history, death has rarely been seen as simply an end, but rather a transition to another realm. From the grandeur of the pyramids and their focus on the afterlife, our journey takes us back to the bustling streets of Ephesus, a city that celebrated life in all its fullness.
Ephesus was more than just a pretty face with its impressive architecture. It was a vibrant hub of intellectual and cultural exchange.
We keep coming back to the Library of Celsus, and for good reason. It's a symbol of the importance the Romans placed on knowledge and learning.
Absolutely. Imagine a time when books were rare treasures, painstakingly copied by hand onto scrolls. The Library of Celsus housed a vast collection of these scrolls. They covered everything from philosophy and history to, science and literature. People from all corners of the Roman Empire flocked to Ephesus to study, debate, and just immerse themselves in this world of ideas.
Wow, it must have been incredible to walk through those halls, surrounded by the collected wisdom of the ages.
And this knowledge wasn't kept under lock and key. The Library of Celsus was open to the public, a testament to the belief that an educated citizenry was vital for a thriving society.
It makes you wonder what those ancient scholars would think of our modern world, with information so readily available right at our fingertips. But even with all our technology, there's something to be said for the power of a physical space, dedicated to learning and the exchange of ideas.
I couldn't agree more. As our journey nears its end, we return to the dramatic heights of Sigiriya, that fortress carved into a Sri Lankan mountain. We've marveled at its audacity, but I'm drawn to the story of the man who built it, King Kashapa, doesn't it? It sounds like something out of like a Shakespearean drama.
It really does. Our source mentioned ambition, betrayal, a desperate grab for power. What drove Kashapa to such lengths?
Well, Kashapa, he wasn't the rightful heir to the throne. He usurped power from his brother, King Moggallana. And in a bid to, secure his position, he constructed this incredible fortress palace atop Sigiriya. It was a statement, a symbol of defiance, and perhaps a reflection of his own inner turmoil.
So it wasn't just a fortress, it was a gilded cage built on a foundation of paranoia and ambition.
Perhaps. And yet, despite the circumstances of its creation, Sigiriya stands today as a testament to, human artistry and engineering. It's a reminder that even acts driven by, well, let's say less than noble intentions, can result in something breathtakingly beautiful.
It's a fitting end to our journey, I think. We've encountered awe-inspiring beauty, pondered enduring mysteries, and confronted the complexities of human ambition and ingenuity.
And through it all, we've been reminded that these ancient wonders are more than just tourist destinations or entries on a bucket list. They're tangible links to the past, whispers of stories waiting to be heard, and reflections of our own shared humanity.
So as we say goodbye to these incredible sights, let's carry with us a sense of wonder, a thirst for knowledge, and a deeper appreciation for the incredible tapestry of human history. Who knows what other wonders await to be uncovered, explored, and understood. Until next time, everyone, happy travels.